What's up guys, Hobo88 here, and welcome back to iRacing. And this is something very, very cool, something very, very different on the channel, because we haven't driven sprint cars in a hell of a long time, and we are back. A new series starting up, Australian Sprint Car Series, and it is the premier series in Australia for sprint cars now, is how it's being marketed. And all the big names in Australian and New Zealand Sprint Car Racing on iRacing are back out in force, all together in one place, for what is going to be a truly epic season of racing. And we're here for round number 1, kicking off at Volusia, as I'm just doing some warm-up laps prior to the race session going up, just to try and get my eye in, because I haven't driven these cars in such a long time. Now, I do have an advantage because my teammates are quite good at this dirt stuff, and they supply me with a pretty good setup, but, well, apparently a good setup, but I need to be able to drive it. So round 1, Volusia, my least favourite track on the schedule, my least favourite track on iRacing, just for racing. It's fun to just cruise around on, but typically it doesn't provide good racing, I don't think. So I have low expectations this week. It's just going to be a chance to get my eye in again, get used to driving these things and around other cars, and we'll see how it all pans out, hoping that we can at least run respectably. My goal for the night, legitimately my goal for the night, is to make the feature. I don't know if I'll even be able to do that. It's a stacked field, it's a very, very competitive group, so we'll see whether or not we're able to actually make the feature race, but that's the goal. Long stretch goal would probably be a top 10. I think if I could get a top 10 out of tonight, I would be absolutely stoked with that. So we'll see how we go. We'll wrap up the warm-up here, and we'll come back after the break for our time trial laps, which will have 2 hot laps, to try and set ourselves nicely for the start of the heat races. We'll be back for that in just a sec. Okay, time trials, 2 laps. Looking for something in the 13.4 region, I'll be happy with that. See how we go. Was a 13.4 that we did there. Couldn't improve on the second lap. We'll take it. 8th place so far. Better than I expected, honestly. So heat race coming up next. Alright guys, heat race time. 2 laps of pacing here. We've got plenty of time to get organised. Somewhat slightly nervous, perhaps. I haven't driven these cars in so long, and I think we've got the awkward starting spot. The outside will probably lose the jump to the pole sitter, so we'll probably get a run on Darren on the outside, but then we're on the bottom at turn 1 and 2, and bottom's not proving to be very good at the minute, and then we become vulnerable to Cameron. We need to finish in the 4 to transfer outside the top 4, and we're going through the B main. So we're in a good position to transfer, but we need to be good here. We need to be good. Bunch right up, getting ready for green this time. Here we go. We did get up to 2nd. track has slickened off more than I expected. Surprised that he managed to get that done on the bottom there. Oh! That's really annoying. I think that we were in a invert position there to go off the front row. We gave it up. Anyway, feature race coming up. We'll be back for that next. Okay, here we go, guys. Feature race time post recorded here. You'll notice no overlays on the screen. Unfortunately, my recording of the feature race actually failed, corrupted itself. So this is recorded from a replay later. So I won't commentate throughout the race. I'll just cut through and we'll take a look at some replays at the end. But unfortunately, we lost the original recording with my commentary on it. So gearing up here to get going, we noticed in the warm-up session just before the start of the feature that the bottom was not too bad, so I was happy enough starting out of 9th place here on the start. Still can't believe that we made the feature. Happy just to run here and hope we can make it into the top 10 and stay here for the entire race. So wish me luck. Here we go, guys, gearing up for 35 laps. So massively disappointing, guys. You can see here no wing on the front of the car. Cam Dance there to the right, going to the rear of field for primary cause of that accident. Unfortunately, that meatballed our car. Now you guys can't probably see it too well, and we'll take a look at it in the replay later on. But you'll notice that Cam got loose. He got up against the cushion, against the wall in turn 3 and 4, and the car got spat sideways. And we just had nowhere to go. By the time I saw it, it was too late, and we just cannoned into it. So that ended our race here. We ended up 13th with a DNF, which is a real shame. We were inside the top 10, way better results than I was expecting to get, and I would have been really happy to run there for the whole race, but unfortunately was not to be. So we end up DNFing the first round, but all in all quite happy, especially for Volusia, a track that I definitely do not like and I struggle at. Very, very pleased with how we ran. So that's it for the video, guys. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the highlights at the end here, and we'll be back in 2 weeks time for round 2 at Linear.